What's going on, guys? Welcome into a special edition of Beer's Daily Fantasy Six-Pack. Had to record one more video before I head off to Nashville. And what are we talking about here today? Want to do a quick video for the RotoGrinders basketball game. If you didn't know, having an RG party in Nashville, there will be a collection of some athletes, some non-athletes, some guys I never heard of, getting together and playing some basketball. And I thought, hey, what the hell? Let's do a six-pack video for the RG basketball game. So that's exactly what we're going to do here today. So cheers, little brewski here to get us going. And the obvious question, why am I not playing in this game? Well, first of all, let's start with this. A lot of this for your boy leads to a lot of this, leads to a lot of this, leads to shortness of breath. I don't need to be out there doing all that. Instead, I'll be here making my picks for the game. We have assigned DFS prices to these guys as well. Before I get into the plays, I'm going to give a few honorable mentions. Guys that didn't make the cut. Notorious, probably the best player on the floor, just couldn't afford him. Noto, love you, buddy. Nothing negative to say about you. The price just too high. Could not go there. Stevie, my man, my dog, stick with NASCAR. When a guy comes out and says, terrible draft pick when he gets picked, not a good sign. Couldn't go with Stevie. And last of all, Eric Crane, my buddy. All you got to do is watch the tire video. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go check out Eric Crane through the tires at a FanDuel final. Still know if this guy can get up down the floor more than 2.5 times in the game. So limited minutes there, limited production. So Crane will give an over-under of, say, 3.5, 4 minutes in this game. Just not enough minutes for me to get excited about the production. So, without further ado, let's jump into things here. Let's start out with some value. We're going to roll with RotoGrinders founder, Cam McMillan. Now, nice value here on Cam. Nice cheap prices here. And my hope is, hey, we get some narratives here. Cam, if you didn't know, last year in this game, pretty much exploded his foot. It looked about the size of a football when he was done here. So, this guy's going to come in, have something to prove. Something on his mind. Is he on a minutes restriction? That's my worry here. Does coach unleash him? Let him play full minutes and really allow him to channel his inner Joakim Noah, Jason Williams. This guy's a huge Florida Gators fan. I'm thinking he ends up channeling more like Lee Humphrey here. So, hoping for minimum production here. Hoping this guy's foot doesn't explode once again. He can make it through the games. Cam, nice value here to lead us off in the six-pack. All right, let's get to the old guys section. Let's get to some of the dinosaurs in the game. Some of the guys that are my age, the OGs. Let's start with my boy Head Chopper. So Chop checks in a little bit more expensive here than Cam. Not much expensive. I'm not expecting a lot here from a guy that won $1 million. What the hell does he care about this basketball game? Chop, why the hell are you playing in this game anyway? But try to do some digging, dig up some stats here on Chop. Unfortunately, the records don't go back far enough. This guy was in high school about 40 years ago, so no numbers to go off here. But what I want, Chop, give us the rec specs. I want to see some Kurt Rambis, and obviously a heavier, shorter version of Kurt Rambis. Wind, definitely going to be an issue here. And word is, Chop used to be a good football player, so hoping maybe we get the second coming of the fantasy nomad. That's right, go back to the original RG Hoops game. But Chop, I think he can do enough. Hopefully doesn't fall out of this game. Hopefully doesn't die of a heart attack out there. And hopefully use some of that $1 million on some training here and some aerobic activity getting ready for this game. Chop, don't let me down, buddy. Second pick here in the six-pack. All right, the middle-age section continues here. We're going to go with our media director. That's right, Dan Bach, our next pick here in the six-pack. So Dan is your basic middle-aged white guy floor play. The guy you see at the YMCA, just hitting threes, practicing his free throws, doing the old mic and drill under the hoop. That's Dan. So I don't expect much here. I expect the floor. Maybe he hits a couple threes here. I have no idea how the hell this guy was named a captain, but here we are. Nice mid-range played. It's boring. It's vanilla. It's powder. It's Dan Bach. We're moving on to our next play. Now, next guy. Minimum price play. I think there's some value here at minimum price. Bare minimum across all the major sites. We're going to go with Big T, Tony Niehaus. That's right, minimum price. How the hell can I give this guy more than minimum price when he's out here getting manicures, pedicures? The guy's legs are about as white as a ghost, about as white as Dan Bach's head. The dude is allergic to the sun. Thank God this game is indoors or we would be in trouble here. So too many manicures, too many pedicures here. So all the windmills, all the giblets don't mean anything here with Tony. Probably should have played some college basketball, but too many ding-dongs, too many trips to Chick-fil-A here. And I did dig up some stats here on Tony. Back in 2001, we're talking about 20 years ago, did have a nice season. 71% shooting there, scored 39 points in a game. If he was any good, might have hit 40 in that game. But 39 points, Tony, that's impressive. Don't think you're going to do it here, but good value on Tony. Minimum price, too much talking. I think he throws the game. Too worried about his giblets here. Got to bet with JSU. So, my gut feeling, Tony's throwing this game. I'm not paying more than minimum price for him, and he does not win the RG Basketball Challenge. Speaking of JSU, he is our next play here. Most expensive play we're going to roll with here in the six-pack. Now, I don't normally take guys that are 4'3" in my six-pack, but we're going to do this here. JSU, the classic, if I was your height guy, that's what you're going to hear out of JSU. I would have been in the NBA, but we can't sleep on JSU. All I hope is, with guys like Stevie, Tony, Big Chief, guys, don't step on JSU while he's out there. Just keep an eye on him. Watch your footing. Do not step on this guy. And tried to dig up some basketball stats here on JSU. Nothing. Crickets. But did find a highlight of his athletic career. Was a co-captain of his cross-country team and did finish 82nd in the regionals. And I didn't know they made 82nd place ribbons, but here we are. JSU, a cross-country superstar. Guys, he finished in the top 100. 82nd, nothing to sneeze at. He's good at cross-country. Going to have some wind to him. JSU, solid play here for us in the six-pack. All right, it's beast time. As we always do, we pick our favorite play on the slate. Really tough to do with a bunch of bums, overage guys playing hoops, but we're going to go off the board here with our beast of the night. We're going with, drum roll please, Soccer Dave, the beast of the night. I had to throw a curveball in here on you. How can we not pick Mount Julian Christian's all-time leading scorer as the beast of the night? We're talking about almost 1,900 career points for this guy, 25 points per game in his junior and senior season. I don't know if it was because he was good or because his mom was the principal of the school. Plus, the enrollment in that school, less than 500 K through 12. So you had about 7 guys per grade. Probably easy to average 25 in that league. But the guy's working out. I got to give him credit. Trying to fit back into those skinny jeans. Was a football player, caught 8 touchdowns, was a soccer star as well, hence the Soccer Dave name. I think Soccer Dave focus going to do some damage here in this game. As long as he doesn't wear the skinny jeans to the game, I'm all good with Soccer Dave. Don't let me down, buddy. You are my beast of the night. All right, guys, we did it. We made it through. I don't know how the hell we even found 6 guys out of this group of bums, but we managed to do it. Hopefully, this game is as comedic as I'm expecting it to be, but hopefully we don't have any heart attacks out here. Bunch of 30, 40, 50. Hell, I think there's a 65-year-old guy running around here. Hopefully, nobody explodes their foot like Cam again this weekend, but I can't wait to take this game in and hoping it's as laughable as I'm expecting it to be. Get in the comment section below the video and let me know. Do you agree with the pricing? Do you agree with the beast of the night? Who do you want to put in your picks here for the six-pack for this RG game? Let me know. Let's talk it out. Have some fun with it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this. I can't wait to watch this game. So salut from the Fantasy Bar. We'll see you boys in Nashville, and we're out.
Hey, thanks for checking out our videos. If you want more expert advice on DraftKings, FanDuel, or any other daily fantasy sports, make sure you check out the current videos playlist